At like 89. So I'm a pro. Yeah, look, you don't have to this. Yeah. Make sure you blank this out inside of it.
Turn off the microphone first.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today? Can you hear me?
Oh, great.
Okay,
Good.
fantastic. Good. We're going to be starting in the next few minutes. I just want to give everybody a chance to actually get in, okay? And then we'll start the presentation. If you would do me a favor and check your audio settings, so make sure that you can actually hear me easily. All right.
Well,
We're going to start our presentation. Everyone should be muted in the beginning. During the presentation, and I'll go ahead and actually set that also, but I'll ask everyone to basically go ahead and actually mute themselves. Okay, so I do appreciate it. There will be a question answer after the initial presentation. And it's great to see everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's great to be here. All right, I'm a pretty punctual guy, and so we have roughly about just under a minute right now. So we'll go ahead and actually get promptly started.
This is too loud, or did you want to hear it?
What was that?
Because it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and actually try to mute some of you. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mute. All right, there we go. How's that? Everyone should be muted to this stage. Just give me a thumbs up, please. Just let me know that all is good. Okay, great. You can still hear me. Fantastic. All right, just 1 second. Okay, so my name is Julio Mendez, okay? And I just want to let you know, I basically got started with DIR roughly about just over 50 days now. And, we've had some absolutely amazing results in our family. I am hoping that basically, and I think that it's the goal of DIR as well, to go ahead and actually put this introduction to DIR presentation out so that individuals can go ahead and get a better idea, essentially, of what this opportunity is all about. Okay? So with that, we're going to go ahead and actually get started. All right? Welcome again to Direction Media Inc.'s introduction to DIR. Okay, I'm going to start with the contents. Basically, DIR company's operating philosophy, job responsibilities of part-time workers, why users must pay a rental fee to upgrade to VIP, and why VIP 0 cannot withdraw funds. Why is the team income higher than the daily task income? Why is there a withdrawal percentage fee? Why develop a team? And finally, what is the future trend of the company? So DIR company's operating philosophy. So before we delve into what DIR does, we first need to understand the current stage of global short video media. As many of you already know, YouTube is a traditional video media platform with a large number of independent content creators. On the other hand, TikTok has emerged in recent years as a wildly popular short video platform around the world. And it too hosts a massive number of content creators. Here we notice a key point. Both traditional and emerging media platforms are filled with media operators. And in many cases, multiple accounts are managed by the same individual or company. This raises an important question. How do these creators stand out among countless others across the globe? Let's leave this question as a cliffhanger for now and explore it further in the next section. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok have billions of users worldwide. With such an enormous user base, it is only natural that people and even companies start working in the online media space. These individuals are often referred to as internet celebrities or video creators. They all share a common goal: to attract a large following through short video platforms and generate revenue through monetization. These creators use a variety of approaches, such as live streaming, product sales, sharing knowledge and skills, gaming, and entertainment to attract the specific audiences and ultimately monetize their content. In fact, even official organizations and governments are utilizing these popular media platforms to disseminate relevant information and reach wider audiences. For users, being able to discover interesting and relevant content on a single app while also satisfying their entertainment needs couldn't be more convenient. This is exactly why short video platforms have exploded in popularity worldwide. Now let's return to the first question. How can video creators stand out among the vast number of global content operators? In the past, before the media industry chain was fully developed, video creators had to rely on traditional advertising to attract users. They continuously improved the quality of the content to retain followers, but the results were often unsatisfactory. This process required a significant investment of time and effort, and even then, the outcomes were not always rewarding for the creators. As the media industry continues to mature, third-party traffic driving companies have emerged to meet the growing demands. These companies leverage the algorithmic distribution systems of short video platforms to provide creators with rapid exposure, helping them attract followers in a short amount of time. DIR is one such third-party traffic provider. It operates a large number of accounts that publish content created by video creators. When DIR users complete their assigned distribution tasks, those videos are pushed across major platforms at scale. Whichever video gains traction and goes viral through this process becomes the one that the original creator can then focus on managing and monetizing. Behind this, there's an interesting fact, a lesser known truth about how platforms like YouTube and TikTok actually work. Here's the deal. Most videos published on these platforms are initially shown to only about 500 users through the system's automatic recommendation. If the video doesn't perform exceptionally well beyond that point, the platform reduces further automated promotion. That's why many creators find their videos receive very low views after being published. The platform simply can't afford to push every video globally. When millions of users are uploading content at the same time, to make a video go viral, external intervention is often required to push it past the critical threshold of the platform's algorithm. For example, when a video reaches 500 views and is about to be throttled by the system, DIR steps in by driving large volumes of views through its network of accounts, boosting it to 10,000, 500,000, or even over a million views. At that point, the YouTube or TikTok algorithm is triggered again, recognizing the content as highly engaging, and the system resumes automatic distribution, promoting it to a much larger audience and generating even more views. This explains why identical video content can receive vastly different levels of exposure. Some get very few views, while others go viral. Even videos that seem to have little emotional or entertainment value can explode in popularity simply because they've crossed the threshold of the platform. Auto promotion algorithm. There's another important rule in how the system manages automatic recommendations. Videos posted from the same IP address are often restricted or even completely blocked from receiving exposure. In some cases, content may get zero distribution. This is exactly why DIR requires a large number of real users as part of its operating model. Each real user has a unique physical location and network IP address. When users across different regions and IPs help distribute a video through DIR system, the platform interprets this as widespread and diverse audience engagement. As a result, the algorithm is triggered to resume automatic promotion. This also explains why certain internet celebrities with massive followings consistently receive high view counts, regardless of the content's quality or entertainment value. Their videos benefit from the strong early engagement signals across multiple IPs and regions, prompting the system to push their content further. This is exactly what DIR aims to do. By intervening in the recommendation algorithms of major platforms through external methods, DIR helps its partner videos creators quickly gain massive exposure, allowing them to achieve monetization in a short period of time. From the perspective of a DIR user, the daily task might seem repetitive or lack technical complexity. However, this is the survival model of video media. Exposure means everything. Gaining views is the most fundamental requirement for survival in this industry. Even a single user participating in the content pushing process is enough to activate an entire media production chain. That's why DIR is able to generate value through such seemingly simple actions. In short, DIR helps video creators and internet celebrities rapidly acquire high-performing accounts with massive views, allowing them to stand out quickly among the countless global content producers. As short video media continues to boom across the world, the demand for exposure services is enormous, and even more untapped markets remain to be explored. Our goal is to follow DIR's lead, grow alongside the company, and achieve mutual success. As for DIR users, this is where you gain your share of the benefits. You're not just completing tasks, you are an active part of the global short video distribution network. In other words, you are participating in the short video media boom and earning income from it. And most importantly, the ultimate goal is simple. Working with DIR makes you money. That's what matters most. Job responsibilities of part-time workers. The core task at DIR is video distribution. When users push videos for the first time, they simply select the platforms they wish to target. DIR part-time users are not required to provide or use their own accounts. All the necessary distribution accounts are provided by DIR. Behind each DIR user account is a large network of video publishing accounts. To reduce the workload for users, the video publishing process is fully automated based on the platform's algorithm. Users only need to click the push button and the system handles the rest. As previously mentioned, each person has a unique physical and network IP address. DIR part-time users come from various locations and networks. When different users with different IPs push the same video, platforms like YouTube and TikTok interpret this as widespread interest from a diverse audience. This triggers the platform's system to re-promote the video through its algorithmic recommendation engine. By repeatedly breaking through the algorithmic barriers through external intervention, DIR enables these videos to gain massive exposure and attract large numbers of viewers. Once this is achieved, the part-time user's role is complete. What happens next? How internet celebrities or content creators choose to leverage the exposure to grow their brand or monetize their audience is beyond the scope of the DIR user's responsibility. Why users must pay a rental fee to upgrade to VIP and why VIP 0 cannot withdraw funds. This question is a concern for almost all users, as the rules seem to go beyond what most people understand. Before addressing it, we need to first recognize some fundamental differences between traditional jobs and internet-based work so that everyone can understand step by step. First, traditional jobs involve exchanging one's skills or labor for compensation, usually within a company. These companies often withhold a month's salary and typically pay wages the following month. They may also require signing labor contracts to restrict certain employee behaviors, protecting the interest of both employees and the company. This, in effect, binds employees to the company.
I don't think I can hear anything you're saying anymore.
Oh boy, hold on.
30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Can you guys hear me still?
I can hear you.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Where did we go off on this? How long has it been?
As far as I know, I've not missed the word you said.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so it sounds like some people may actually be
7 minutes.
experiencing, yeah, a little audio difficulty, but that's okay. We'll kind of work through that process. And if you would, thank you very much for telling me and stuff. But yeah, we'll try to keep it. I'm glad that you're not muted, by the way. That's actually a good thing. Okay.
As long as they put on their subtitles, if it happens again, they'll be fine. Because I was able to read everything, just not hear it.
Okay. And then you're reading this as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was able to read it. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. All
So I
right. Thank
didn't
you.
really miss anything.
All right. Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so this question is a concern for almost all users, as the rules seem to go beyond what most people understand. And you see me, for some reason I'm sharing this. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. It wasn't supposed to show, but that's all right. Before addressing it, we need to first recognize some fundamental differences between, oh, I think we did all this. Okay. Okay. They may also require signing labor contracts to restrict certain employee behaviors, protecting the interests of both employees and the company. This, in effect, binds employees to the company, reducing the chances of strikes, threats, or employees quitting abruptly, which could cause losses to the company. In contrast, internet-based work cannot bind employees in the same way. Because users can leave at any time, DIR's business logic is that each registered account is linked to a large number of creator accounts. Once a user stops using their account, all those linked accounts become a loss, causing the company to incur significant operational costs. For DIR users, they can leave any time with almost no cost. At most, they may have wasted some time working on DIR tasks. This cost is negligible, since completing basic DIR tasks might only take about 10 minutes a day. The internet experiences a high user turnover rate, so DIR requires users to pay a rental fee to share part of the operational cost. Only by tying the user's interest to the platform can sustainable development be achieved and losses caused by user drop-off be minimized. Yeah, if you happen to be sneaking through with your mic, please just go ahead and actually mute it. I appreciate it. This is difficult for many users to accept, and it may be one of the reasons the company has faced some negative feedback. However, from the company's perspective, minimizing losses as much as possible is the right approach. By binding users' interest with a platform, users are more likely to take DIR work seriously. Therefore, only users who have paid the rental fee can successfully withdraw their earnings. DIR guarantees there are no hidden fees. The rental fee is a one-time payment only. The difference highlights the fundamental distinction between internet work and a traditional job. Both require certain rules and measures to restrict behaviors. These serve as strategic protections for the company's operations and ensure healthy development. We hope users will consider issues from the company's perspective when questioning these policies, as the company's healthy growth is key to securing good income for every user. The rental fee can be regarded as a deposit to ensure users perform their work properly and reduce company losses. After payment, this amount enters a countdown period and will be automatically refunded after 1 year. Why is team income higher than daily task income? As you know, video creation and publishing require a large number of users to promote and view the content. For internet celebrities, promotion and view counts are the most fundamental metrics for monetization. They need a large user base to quickly increase exposure within a short time, which is why we continuously recruit new users. If DIR were to handle all advertising and recruitment alone, the growth would be very slow. However, when users promote and share DIR among themselves, the effect is much stronger than company-led advertising. With hundreds of thousands of users, if everyone works together to spread the word and invite more people to join DIR, the growth of new users will be significant. DIR also ensures that users are rewarded for their efforts in inviting new members. The company offers additional bonuses to encourage users to proactively promote DIR and bring in more people. This is why team income is higher than daily task income. Why is there a withdrawal percentage fee? Many people are concerned about this question. Why, after working hard for a long time, is a certain percentage deducted when withdrawing funds? After all, DIR is not a charity. It needs to make a profit and cover operating costs. The deducted percentage represents the company's profits. Internet celebrities or video creators must invest funds upfront to quickly attract traffic. Only when users complete their task and fulfill the exposure requirements of the creators' videos can the traffic driving work be considered truly successful. Only then can both the users and DIR earn income. Regular time limited promotions and routine rewards are paid out with real money from the company. These require substantial capital and are distributed while ensuring profitability. From another perspective, part of the deducted percentage is returned to DIR users through various means. Only by ensuring the company's basic survival can DIR provide a better working experience for more users. After all, no one wants to work with a company that loses money year after year, as it creates insecurity among users. DIR's current development is very healthy, with continuous orders and a growing user base. We hope the company will keep reaching new heights, helping DIR users earn more income and live better lives. Why develop a team? Our company, DIR, focuses on increasing traffic, so the company actively encourages every user to develop their own team. From a social perspective, every user can create their own team, whether it's family, friends, classmates, colleagues, or neighbors. Anyone around you can become a team member. Each person in your circle has the potential to generate income for you. If one day your social network can create income and value for you, that would be a wonderful thing. Don't hesitate to invite new users. You're not harming them, you're helping them. This is something to be celebrated. You are leading them to earn money, which is a good thing. When you help those around you make money, the respect and appreciation you receive will be unprecedented. Just like the work you're doing now, an additional income can ease a problem in your life. Likewise, your family, friends, and neighbors may also need this opportunity. Once you offer them this olive branch, the sense of achievement will be indescribable. From an income perspective, once your team reaches a certain size, the income generated by the team will exceed your regular base income. If this is a way to increase your earnings, why not give it a try? After all, once your team grows to scale, you don't need to spend any extra effort. Every day, as they complete their task, income will be generated. Base income is limited, but the potential for team income is unlimited. Continuously adding new users leads to continuously increasing income. When your daily earnings keep growing, your life will improve day by day. Perhaps in traditional work, no matter how hard you work, your income might not change. But at DIR, your effort and reward are proportional, and you bear almost no work-related pressure. This is exactly what DIR hopes to see. Everyone improving their income in their own way. Only when every user achieves satisfactory income can DIR continue to grow better and better. What is the future trend of the company? Currently, DIR's order volume is continuously growing, driven by the booming popularity of video media platforms like YouTube and TikTok. With billions of users worldwide, DIR's business potential is immense and almost immeasurable. From a neutral perspective, DIR may stand out among many competitors and become an industry benchmark. Alternatively, it could be swept away by the rapid changes of the internet era and disappear in the market tide. After all, the internet evolves at a tremendous pace. Fortunately, the third party promotion industry still allows for monopolistic phenomena, and DIR holds great market potential. In the future, the company will continuously adjust its operational strategies based on market demand. Since DIR's service targets video creators from YouTube and TikTok who come from all over the world, DIR's operations will also expand globally, aiming to develop more country markets and capture larger market shares. DIR has also noticed that many users' international friends have joined the platform. In response, many leadership in response, company leadership has proposed plans to open registration country codes for these international team members, granting them more permissions and privileges to better support overseas and international teams. Based on this strategy, we can see that DIR constantly pays close attention to its users' needs. Only by continuously adapting to those needs and opening up policies to empower capable users can a simple part-time job evolve into a collaborative project with greater potential. The health or decline of any industry depends on market demand. With a user base in the billions, such a vast market offers DIR limitless potential. In the future, DIR will surely establish branch offices, set up liaison points in various locations, recruit more regional agents, hire talent for various positions, and implement a series of strategic expansions. Once these strategic plans are launched, DIR will have an urgent need for corresponding talent. Therefore, DIR is also a platform for personal growth, providing more job opportunities and addressing broader social needs. If you believe you can leverage DIR platforms to achieve bigger and more valuable goals, don't miss this chance. Contact your mentor and create an opportunity to change your destiny. The internet is like this. It can make many people successful. It cannot be suppressed by traditional enterprise or limited by conventional rules. If you have ability, you should not be overlooked. Don't underestimate the power DIR can offer you. If someone can use DIR as a stepping stone, why can't it be you? DIR's future trend will definitely be increasingly positive. Market demand has created it. Now, while the industry is still in its golden era, join it and you will get your share of this cake. Hesitation may cause you to miss out on even more opportunities. By the way, thank you very much all for your patience. It seems like we had some technical difficulties there. Let me see if I can go ahead and actually unmute us. All right. Okay. So I've unmuted everyone, so now you have control basically. If you want to go ahead and ask a question, I'll answer it to the best of my ability, okay? If I cannot answer your question, let's go ahead and actually touch base with our admins because they are definitely the proper source and reference to go ahead and actually help you, okay? Before I take questions though, I have something that I want to go ahead and touch base with everyone, and that is that we recently overnight we recently got an increase in the VIP one starting in August 1st. Okay, on August 1st, from $200 to $400 for signing up and upgrading to a VIP one. I think that the message that we received was essentially fairly clear. I understand how it can cause, some, kind of a discomfort, but the way I see it is that we still have a short window now from where we're at to August 1st to try to go ahead and actually make that bridge and go ahead and get to the VIP 1 status while it's still available at the $200 range. Okay? So with that, if anyone wants to go ahead and I'll try to take these questions as we go. But by the way, thanks a lot for attending. Did everyone receive and can hear me pretty well?
Yes.
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 Fantastic. Okay, beautiful. All right. At this
Yeah.
stage, at this stage, I have to assume that most of the individuals that are in this presentation already realize, or any of you not realizing its solid potential. So have you already passed the withdrawal stage, right? You know, this is serious business, guys, and ladies, and everyone else. Look, I want to make sure that you understand when I first got started, and I got started with my son introducing this business to me. Okay. And some of you may have actually seen this very short video that I cut. Actually, they say short, it was like a 9-minute video. But nonetheless, I wanted to go ahead and actually present myself to everyone because I saw the value. He presented to me and he said, Dad, hey, by the way, I think I found a way of making money online. I was like, okay. What do you got? So I went ahead and actually reviewed the whole thing. I looked up the business, I looked up the company, and guess what happened? I got into it very quickly in the VIP 1 range. I said, you know what? If I'm going to go ahead and get involved, I'm going to get paid. So I said, VIP 1, yes. Withdrawal, no problem. I get it. I got past that stage pretty quickly. All right. The next thing that happened basically was that I was at VIP 1 for about a week as I was analyzing everything. I was looking up the business. I was looking up its legitimacy, everything in between. All right. And I said to myself, my goodness, here I am doing these little videos and it's clocking and it's doing literally exactly what it says it does. And I was very happy to see that. And it hadn't closed down in a week. So I was like, okay, this is even more promising. So I went ahead and actually got myself, I made a major investment of myself for myself. And I have crypto investments. Okay. And I said to myself, hey, let's go ahead and actually put in $4,900 because if I'm going to get paid, I'm going to get paid serious money to start with. And I figured I'd go ahead and actually be the test platform for my family. So there I was, and I had the income. And it's not in everybody's position to be able to do that, but I decided to do that. All right. Um, I did that, and then before you know it, over a very short period of time, I got basically as soon as I did it, I got the extra video. So uh, I had to remember that. And by the way, if you don't know this, when you upgrade, you want to go ahead and complete your new videos, okay? Because that day your video count goes up. All right, so don't forget that. That's pretty important. You're missing out on a little money if you do. All right, I found that very cool, and I said, okay, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. It kept on growing, and so has my income. My overall earnings are pretty ridiculous because I just crested over 15,000. Okay. And now I'm at VIP 6, which means that I benefit from, I basically multiply that times 30, my daily times 30. And by the way, my daily is actually increased too because I actually am growing a team. And then I go ahead and actually multiply that times zero point 0.8 and I get a happy number of over 10,000 plus dollars. Okay. That's a good thing. All right. This is my personal experience. I know that a lot of you are out there and you guys are going like, holy cow. Once you figured it out, once you realized that there's real money being made here, once you understand that, hey, you know what? There's a small learning curve about this crypto thing. I have to go ahead and actually set up a wallet. All right. A crypto wallet. Goodness. I have no idea what that's about, but it's okay because people are making money and I'm going to go ahead and figure it out. So once you do that, you get to that stage, you go ahead and actually get the transfer. You start realizing that, you know what? Every time you transfer crypto, you also have to pay a small fee, right? We also figured that one out. It's like, oh, God, I started with this much, and then now I'm like, minus $60 or whatever it is. You know what? I've been doing crypto for many years now. I've gotten used to the fees. I'm okay, all right? I appreciate the fact that they actually even have this alternative digital coinage that I can go ahead and go over to a market, all right, an exchange, and I can trade in for real cash. All right, that's what interested me the most when they first started kind of formulating cryptocurrency. Okay, so for you guys out there, if you're starting off like I did, all right, or if you're in a position where you can definitely capitalize and invest promptly, I would do it. Okay. I'm not telling you to do it, by the way. I just want to make sure because you guys are all going to look back on me. But I'm telling you that if you feel comfortable with essentially what the business is actually offering you, I would definitely go with it. All right. There are a lot of other ways of putting this together as well. So let's say we don't do that really high end initial investment, but we start with smaller investments. Right now, between this time frame today and August 1st, you can still go ahead and upgrade your account to a VIP one, right? For $200. That changes to $400, all right, thereafter. So if you can, consider it. It's going to be a lot easier to go ahead and move on up, especially if, I mean, I've been there. We've all had tight budgets along the way. You understand? I've been there. Day to day work, we basically kind of go from month to month and that kind of thing and paycheck to paycheck. The whole goal behind this and why I was extremely interested is that all of a sudden I didn't have to tap into my retirement account and I didn't have to tap into my crypto account. I could go ahead and tap into DIR, all right, and get things paid, all right. And I mean, it's just fantastic. It really works well. Like I said, there's a learning curve, but you guys, I happen to know, can definitely do it. All right. Right now, I've got at least 55 people watching this. I'm very excited. I don't want to take up all the time just me talking about it. I wanted to share that. Is there somebody out there that wants to share a personal experience? Like I said, any questions about the pricing? I have to be honest with you, or accounting, that kind of thing. I'm not going to be able to answer that other than to direct you to your admin. Okay, it's very important. All right, but I would love to hear some sharing about some personal experiences. If anybody kind of wants to come in, please let me know.
Uh, hey, this is Lynette Temple in Arizona.
All right, Lynette, how are you?
I'm not sure how many people know. I've been actually. I'm glad to. I believe you're recording this. I'm going to use it to add to. I've been creating a Word document that I use to give to people to kind of explain everything to them, instead of just blasting my friends and saying, "Oh, go look at this," because people have so many questions, and like you've been answering them today. So I've been putting together a Word document that I can give to people as their introduction before they actually create their account to answer a lot of these questions up front. One of the things that I have in there that you didn't mention, and a lot of people just may not know, is when you build your team, your benefit depends on the fact that the people you receive daily task benefit for people who are at levels beneath you, and you receive bonuses for people at levels beneath you. For example, if you're a VIP 1 and you build a team and they all join at VIP 3 right away, you are not going to get that benefit because they're above you. They're still on your team, but their VIP levels above you. So your monetary benefit from your team happens if you are at a VIP level above the people on your team. And I found that out when I was putting my document together. I don't see it as a bad thing. It's just information people should know.
I absolutely agree, Lynette, by the way. That's really important. And it's a great, topic to go ahead and actually touch base with. And you're absolutely right. You take a look at it as structure, and it kind of makes sense also if you think about it, right? Let's say I invite someone that basically like I said, I signed in essentially fairly quickly at about a VIP 5.
Me too.
And yeah, and then what happens is that I have some motivated people, right? That say, hey man, I can get this going. I like it, it's working for you, I trust you. Word of mouth is pretty powerful. And a lot of times people will definitely trust you, especially if you're making money. But they say, hey, listen, I don't want to start there. I want to start at VIP 6. I said, so there's a couple of things that go on here. Okay. First of all, the way I handle it is that I'm not going to stop anybody from going to VIP 6. If you want to go ahead and start
Absolutely.
that way, if you want to start that way, go for it. You understand? I said, bang it out there and stuff, and then just grow the team because eventually I'll get there and I'll
Yep.
start benefiting from your strong work as well. You understand? You do not
Absolutely.
want to
Yep.
go ahead and curtail strength in your organization. So I definitely,
Oh, no,
yeah,
no, not at all.
but that does tell you that you want to go ahead as quickly as possible. You want to go ahead and elevate yourself, especially if your team starts growing pretty wide. You understand? Because you never know
Yep.
what the motivations are going to be. And because the way essentially the platform is structured, where we have three separate tiers where we can benefit from, it's super powerful to go ahead and actually get yourself up there as fast as possible. All right. So yeah, higher benefits, you basically upgrade yourself, higher benefits you get overall. It's pretty tremendous, to be honest. So yeah, grow a big team, I would say. Or you can also just kind of do this as a job. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to grow a team. I'm just saying that after the tasking, right? The task benefits that you receive have a limitation. And yes, some would say, okay, so I'm making $18,000 a month at level 7. You're absolutely right. I don't see that as too much limitation, but nonetheless, it is. It's a limiter, all right? Whereas doing that and also in tandem growing a team at the same time, by the time you get to level 7, those numbers aren't 18,000. They're closer to like 25, 22, 23,
Yeah.
24,000. You understand? It is
Abso-
very
Oh,
powerful stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
yeah.
that I haven't seen anything on any of the discussion groups. I know I see a lot of the basic income charts and team incentive, the charts. What what I had not seen there, and I just didn't know if people knew, so I wanted to say it on here for people who are going to build a team. If you're building a team and you're at a really low VIP level, just be aware until you yourself move yourself up in VIP level, you may not necessarily uh, get that benefit. But it's still, I mean, it's still good to build a team, and you need to build a team. I'm real slow at building my team,
That's
but
okay.
but I understand it, and I see the
Yeah.
benefit. A lot like you, I did the 200, the VIP one, and I took my first withdrawal, and I'm like, okay, I see what this is supposed to be, and I went straight to 5.
There we go.
Um,
I saw
and
that. I said, hey, that makes sense to me because I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's try it. Let's try this. As I figured I'd go ahead and actually hit a marker that made sense to me financially. You understand? And then if it kept on working, and it has, by the way, okay, then I was like, okay, let's keep on going. Now it's even easier for me to go ahead and touch base with people, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a lot easier, believe me, when you're clearing over $10,000 a month on the side, okay, to go ahead and actually tell everybody about it. But you have to get there, and then this is stages. Not everybody's in that position, but this is stages. You can grow it beautifully if you take a look at the system, all right? And the way it's laid out is that normally you can take about 2 months worth of earnings and upgrade yourself to the next level. I think that there's a lot of power there as well, by the way. That is really
agreed.
exciting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's super exciting. And that's exactly, if you're building it that way, that's exactly what you want to do. If you don't have anybody else to help you out and you're not good at team building, then I would do that. Steadily bring yourself up. Of course, we also have bills to pay. So at some point there, you're going to want to probably take a little profit, exchange it for, a little side cash, take care of business. All right. I'm telling that's very important also. But nonetheless, grow as fast as humanly possible. That's what I tell anyone that I can, basically. And um, all right. So there's another thing that I want to go ahead and touch base with, and this is more a technical issue. Okay, on the platform I'm called Alpha Tech. All right. So that's I don't know if some of you know me by that, basically on the WhatsApp group. But essentially, I'm technically savvy. I'm a field engineer for General Dynamics Information Technology. And I wanted to go ahead and actually share something. When you pull up your account and you're reviewing everything, all right, sometimes you'll notice that your earnings won't show up properly. Okay. I don't want you, or that your video count, even though you did all your videos, hey, it doesn't reflect it, right? That happens. Usually what will fix that little problem is for you to go ahead and actually hit the refresh button. You can hit refresh and it literally clears out. Just swipe down on the phone. Sometimes that's a refresh for you. Or go ahead and go up on the top and then hit refresh. Select refresh and then refresh the screen. If that doesn't work for some reason, I would definitely go back to the videos, make sure that you actually accomplished them all. Because believe me, the more videos you have, the more you have to go back to them sometimes. All right. Because every now and then we miss some. All right. So that's just a little technical feature that I wanted to go ahead and share with people as well. Anyone else have something that they want to share with the team?
I have a
Yeah.
question.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
Okay, my question. I'm gonna let her go and then I'll talk.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to add in there that I did the figures on just like 5 people as underneath you as a team for like as a VIP 0.
Yeah.
I did the math on that and that ends up being like $90 a month. Now, depending on where you're at and your income and your life, $90 isn't nothing to sneeze at. That's almost a bale of hay for me.
Listen,
That's all I have to add.
Thank you so much, Heather, by the way. That's exactly right. All right. Everybody comes into this from a different perspective and a different income bracket. Okay. And that's okay. All right. No matter what, the beautiful part about it is that because of the way it's structured, we can go ahead and actually all benefit from it. All right. And I love that, by the way. I have a lot of family members and friends that, just don't have the extra income that I have. All right. So they have to start. As a matter of fact, many of the people that I went ahead and actually invited are just starting from ground zero and working their way up. And that's okay. All right. It literally means an awful lot to a lot of folks and stuff. And to some people, it literally means being able to eat. All right. So I know it seems, like I'm just, saying something in general, but believe me, there are a lot of folks out there that if they were to, be able to go ahead and make another $150 to $200, they would not have to worry about feeding family and everything else or themselves. Okay. So yeah, we're all here. And one of the most beautiful parts about the business right now that I've noticed, and I'm sure you guys have too, is that all around here, it seems like everyone is helpful as they can be. You understand? Everyone is out here to help you out. Do we have individuals that come in every now and then essentially and just don't, they don't understand it? This is totally different dynamics for them. Anytime that you ask someone to go ahead and actually, make an initial investment, it can be difficult. You know what I'm saying? And then it hits because there are a lot of things out there in the world that take advantage of us. You understand? And they want you to go ahead and actually put the money in first before you go ahead and actually take advantage of anything. All right. And then you sometimes lose it, unfortunately. The beautiful part about this, too, is the fact that, you know what? You make that initial investment. All right. Make the initial investment if you can, when you can. And then we learn from that position. All right. We have this whole team of human beings and we're not all bots, right? Right. We have no bots over here. Thank goodness. We don't have a bunch of robots explaining this to each other. We're talking to each other on a regular basis. We're sharing our experiences. We're out there elevating everybody and we're saying, hey, congratulations for pushing yourself. All right. Can't wait to see you go ahead and get to the next level. I mean, there's a lot of amazing support here. You understand? And I think that that's super valuable. When you share this with other people, you should see it that way. You should actually see it as if, you know what? I have something very special here. This is actually working. This is not a scam. This is the real deal. And in order to go ahead and actually share it properly, you want to go ahead and be enthusiastic about it. Get out there. You're not going to convince everybody. I'll tell you that right now. I would say that my record so far, early on, roughly about 75% of the people that I presented it to actually went ahead and actually took it on. Okay. But that's still 25% of people that are not benefiting from the fact that we have something solid here. Okay. And that's okay. In time, perhaps they will come in. But if not, you can't expect the whole world to go ahead and actually show up. And that's all right too. Okay. It's incumbent on each one of us to go ahead and actually do the best we can. That's all we can go ahead and actually solidly testify to. And I'll tell you, I'm making pretty decent money. My son is already clearing as a VIP 6 who introduced me to the business is already clearing over a VIP 7's income. You understand? So is it possible that there's just some dynamic super growth in front of you? Absolutely. He's solid proof. I'm proof, and many of you are proof that this system is definitely something to go ahead and work with. Okay, DIR is giving us a solid opportunity to go ahead and capitalize on the technologies market associated with marketing, video promotions, and advertising. Okay, and we win. We win. We just have to be in here for the moment, doing the best we can. I personally hope that every single one of you, everyone right now on front of me in this video presentation, will go ahead and actually take it upon themselves to realize what's going on. Okay? You don't get opportunities like this every day. Just go ahead and actually take care of your business and your work. You're going to get paid. You're going to have to learn how to go ahead and actually transfer cryptocurrency back and forth, but that's okay. It's real money and it can earn you a lot more money. All right. Anyone else want to go ahead and touch base with me, and or if you have a question? But
Talk about taxes, please.
okay. So on accounting, I will let you know that I have limited information other than what has been shared to me by Director Danny. Okay, DIR Danny, and that is that essentially we will go ahead and actually receive a 1099 NEC, which is a non-employee commission. Okay, basically that's the kind of 1099 that you will receive. That's supposed to go ahead and actually arrive to us sometime in the March timeframe. All right. If I were you folks, and I'm not telling you that you have to do this, okay? I'm making good money very quickly. And so you know what that means to me? That means I have to go ahead and actually do my due diligence and put away, this is what I'm doing. I'm putting away at least 30% of what I make to make sure that I can go ahead and handle any taxes that might arise. I am also, as I grow, I'm also going to go ahead and start hitting the quarterly. Okay. You do quarterly taxes instead of the year-long taxes because essentially what happens is, hey, you make enough money, you might have to do that. Or you just save it. Let's say you don't do it that way, but you save it. Because it's in cryptocurrency, okay, I will let you know, and we'll see whether or not we even have to pay any of those taxes because I do know that the company actually handles some of the taxes for us. Because it is cryptocurrency, though, I do want to make sure you understand that cryptocurrency has slightly different rules than other currency. So when you go ahead and actually sell cryptocurrency, let's say you've massed up just tons and tons of Ethereum, and Ethereum maybe has gone up too. You know, hey, that's a win also. Then what happens is that when you cash that out into US dollars, transfer it over to your bank account, or go ahead and actually charge up a card, a credit card, debit card, then that means that you are supposed to file that as earned income. It's capital gains. And I just want to make sure people understand that is very important that that's normally when you have to pay. All right. Just like stocks, when you hold on to stocks for a long period of time and you don't have to worry about this interim period because you're just massing it up and it keeps on growing. Once you actually sell those stocks, we all know that's when you have to go ahead and pay some taxes. But nonetheless, if you're doing it right, doing it responsibly, okay, then you should never have any problems because the goal is to have to pay more taxes. I'll tell you that right now. I want to end up paying $100,000 in taxes. That means a lot, doesn't it? I mean, you think about it, okay? That's the idea. The idea is to go ahead and actually grow yourself as big as you can, but also be as responsible as you can when you're preparing yourself and you're doing this business. Patricia, did you have a question?
Yes, I do have a question.
Okay.
My question is, I started doing the task. I'm at the very beginning in May. Love it, enjoying it. Everybody is just enthused that I'm still working with it.
Awesome.
I tried last month to upgrade to the VIP one.
Yep.
And I was unable to because you have to go through that crypto, and mine is through Cash App, and
Okay.
Cash App didn't completely identify me so that I could make the transfer.
I,
So, you know, it just kind of went kind of crazy.
I,
Well, I'm ready again to try it again. I had my granddaughter to check it. And I had her to check it and saying, well, we're working on it. And she had to do this, what you call it, this buttle on it, telling them that we already requested this a month ago. And then they
okay.
looked and came back and said, oh, we see that you did do it. So is it any other way besides Cash App that I can
Absolutely.
do it? Look, I'm trying to make some money. So
I
I
hear you.
forget it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, yes. All right, and I do have a couple of raised hands, so I will go ahead and be touching base with you very shortly. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, but no. This is for you, Patricia. Yeah, there are actually. You want to go ahead and do a little research, okay? But and also more than research is touch base with the network. So in other words, touch base with our community. Okay, you're on the. Are you on WhatsApp?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. You want to be asking those questions to the different admin in the WhatsApp as well as other members of that group. Okay. And the reason is
Okay.
that a lot of people are using different ways of actually cashing out their cryptocurrency. You understand?
Okay.
So it's
Yes.
important. The answer to your question is absolutely. There are various different ways and exchanges as well as crypto wallets that you can go ahead and sign up for. Okay. Some of them are better than others. Some of them basically charge you a little bit more than others. But nonetheless, believe me, there will be a way where you can go ahead and cash out your crypto. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. Pastor Marvin.
One question.
Yes, of course.
My question is basically like end of the year, are we going to get the 1099 form for filing our taxes from the accountant?
That is correct. You'll get a 1099 NEC. Okay. That's the
Okay,
type of 1099 that you will receive in March.
in March. And with that, we actually file the tax with our CPA or local accountant.
That is
Mm.
correct.
All right, that's pretty awesome.
Right. And
Okay.
that's if we'll have to go ahead and actually take a good look at it basically, but they'll be able to go ahead and help you out with that. Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. Okay. Once again, Pastor Marvin Daniels.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
how
Julio.
are
How
you
you
doing,
doing?
Pastor? I'm doing very well, thank you.
Hi, man. You're doing an excellent job.
Well,
For Miss
thank you.
Patricia, if you hear me, Miss Patricia, I had the same type of problems. I went to my admin, and my admin directed me to Atomic Wallet. It's on Google Play, and it has the lowest rate.
Wonderful.
And it goes directly to your account, to your DIR account. Once you transfer it over, it goes directly. It doesn't do like Coinbase and all of the other things, which Coinbase was giving me a lot of problems. So the Atomic Wallet does it. It
That is
does it.
beautiful. Thank you very
And
much for that input.
also, I did the same thing as most of us. I started off at the VIP one, and I started, I started doing well, but it did not satisfy what I was trying to do. I work a good job. Don't get me
Sure.
wrong, I work a good job, but
Yep.
who doesn't want extra income? And
Exactly.
then you have to diversify. And this is what I did. I started off small, and then I started diversifying by doing little other things. Everybody, you do little other jobs that make you a little income. And
Sure.
then what the good thing was the admin told me I could do is while I was in VIP one, she said, just keep right on adding to the VIP one until inside of your USDC rises up to 449 4,900. I did that. It rose to 4,900, and then I transferred over to VIP 5. And in
Okay.
VIP 5, man, it is awesome right now while I'm in
Beautiful.
VIP 5.
That's wonderful to hear.
Now I'm going to be able to build a team because it was skeptical for a lot of people for me starting off. Nobody wanted to be on a team or anything. Now, when they see what I'm making now,
Right.
I believe that because I have good rapport with a lot of people. I'm on social media real well. So
Excellent.
once people find out what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, then they're going to do it. But like I say, and I'm finished, diversify, especially in a time that we're living in where it's hard to get income. Diversify, find little things to do, chump change here and there, $50 a week. Keep right on adding to the account that you're in. You'll get to the next VIP.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for that input, by the way. It's super valuable information. Absolutely. And congratulations, by the way, on your success as well. Okay, well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Absolutely. Well done. Yeah, there was something, and you mentioned USDT. Okay. For individuals that don't know what USDT is, that's called a stable coin. Okay. A stable coin is essentially balanced to the US dollar. So, in other words, its valuation should almost never change. All right. That's why when, let's say, we transfer Ethereum or let's say BTC over to our account, it comes in and it gets converted. And that's so that way there is not that market fluctuation. You don't want to go ahead and have dropped off, let's say, just before you're about to upgrade, exactly what you needed for your next level. And then all of a sudden, the market tanks and that thing just dives down. Okay. So, yeah, that's the idea. The idea is to go ahead and actually keep it so that way it gets converted into a stable coin. People can go ahead and actually not worry too much about the balance there because it's going to go ahead and actually be stabilized and you can build on that as you go along. All right. So, but thank you so much, Pastor. That was absolutely fantastic sharing with us.
That's good. No problem.
Thank you. All right, Ronnie, I believe Ronnie is interested. Ronnie, you still there? Ronnie, are you still there? Okay, maybe not. All right, anybody else have any questions?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Ronnie?
I'm doing well enough.
All right, yeah. Did you have a question?
Yeah, what when we trying to recharge on DIR and it doesn't work?
Okay, so we'd first have to find out essentially why it was what methodology you tried in order to go ahead and actually figure out where the problems are. Where did you have a problem with? Do you have a crypto wallet? Ronnie, do you have do you have a crypto wallet?
No, I got the Trust Wallet app.
Okay, the Trust
Does
Wallet.
that work?
Okay.
Can I get hot sauce, please?
Yeah, the Trust Wallet app. I'm not familiar. Well, I know about the Trust Wallet. It's been around for a long time, but I'm not familiar with transferring. Has anybody had experience with utilizing the Trust Wallet in order to go ahead and actually get any money exchanged? Because normally you'll have to go over. Normally you'll have to go over something like a crypto.com or what was that, Pastor? What was that you mentioned earlier? Oh, I don't know if he's still with us. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Go to Google Play Store and get the Atomic Wallet.
The Atomic Wallet. Okay, that's something definitely to use. I do know that some people use PayPal as well, but PayPal charges different fees, you understand, and sometimes it's a little difficult to go ahead and get the transfers going. All right? All right, listen, we are at 101, okay? If there is any major question that anybody else has in one...
Yes.
Yes.
Could you be anywhere in the world and be working as a DIR?
What's beautiful about it, myself, all right, is that in my team, I have individuals that are already international, okay? And so it is really fantastic. What you want to do is that you want to go ahead and actually touch base. Touch base. Excuse me, you want to touch base with an individual, right? In your admin link, okay? So your manager or above, all right, that actually works for DIR, and then they will be able to go ahead and actually bring and register that telephone number, okay, most of the time into the system so that that way they can be added onto and become part of the team. All right. But yeah, as far as that goes, as far as the WhatsApp goes, all right. And then as well as the DIR. All right. So yeah, most people around the world, it's already, it was mentioned during the presentation, but yeah, the company's already massively international. Okay. Did we answer?
And
Yep.
another thing, I actually tried to show some of my friends the withdrawals I received,
Yes.
and they still didn't believe me because the process, the way that things were running, it's hard to convince other people like the way the system works is legit. It's just they don't believe it for some reason.
I totally understand. So what level are you, my friend?
Level 3.
Level three? Okay, so you're already in a position where you are seeing the benefits, right? The easiest thing to do, I have to be honest with you, is to continue on your trek. All right? Touch base with different people, explain, and then when you go to withdraw, all right, show them the withdrawals. Go ahead and actually get them interested in the general platform. But most importantly, I think the thing that speaks the most is when you're able to go ahead and actually pull out that money, all right, and pay for something that you might not could have done without it, okay, or that you can go ahead and actually show them the process. But it's very important. I think it's very important for people to really be well explained all of the benefits as well as all of the steps. All right. The $200 that is normally, the fee for the initial VIP one is now changing to $400. So does that, add some challenges? Perhaps it does for some. But I have to be honest with you. What it does is that it gives you an incentive to go ahead and actually have a very clear explanation of the benefits of the business for whoever it is that you actually present it to. All right. Then you will see that individuals will be more likely, and of course, your personal participation. All right. So they'll be more likely to go ahead and actually follow your lead. Okay. With that, listen, I think that we've answered quite a few questions. Is there anybody else? I just want to make sure.
Yes, one more question.
Okay, okay. How you doing?
I'm good.
All right.
Yes, yes. Like you said, come
Okay.
August
Heather,
1st.
you're next, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, come August 1st, the VIP will increase from 200 to $400.
Right.
And with that, will the video amount increase?
It's a great question. I don't have the answer to it. So the best thing to do there would to go ahead and actually send that up essentially to DIR's admin. All right. I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll have the answer to that for you. Okay.
Yes. By the way, my name is Roland Bevans, and I'm calling from the Bahamas. So
Woo!
you can tell that Roland Bevans.
Gotcha,
I'm calling
Roland.
from the Bahamas,
That's
and you can
lovely.
tell the gentleman I'm international,
That's
and
beautiful.
it's
That's
working
beautiful.
pretty well for me.
Well, listen, awesome to hear all of our international family out there. Okay. You guys are awesome. All right. All right.
Alrighty.
Congratulations, my friend. And then go ahead. You're already in a paradise. It just means that
Yes, yes.
you'll be in the executive suite before you know it. Okay.
I'm shooting for it.
That's it. That's it. Keep it going. Heather.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. My question is, for proof of income, if I needed to prove that I was making this income, how would I do that?
Okay, so normally what I do is I take screenshots essentially, right? Screenshots of when I withdraw. So at the end of the withdrawal, it shows successful withdrawal, okay? So it says approved when they approve it, and then after that, it shows successful withdrawal. And what that does is that it lends obviously credibility to individuals, and the more you increase along the way, that way they'll be able to see the process. You understand? You show them also a snapshot of, let's say, your current earnings. So you show a team earnings as well as your current daily earnings, and that also shows over time, how you're growing. And that really helps people. They see it happening. And then on top of that, when you go ahead and come in with this absolutely amazing arrangement that you're treating everybody with, all right, and they're going like, hey, where'd you get that $300 arrangement from? They know that, you know what? Hey, come on. I mean, she normally never buys anything, you know what I'm saying? Here she is buying all this stuff. What's going on? She's got to be doing something right. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what I say. You know what I'm saying? Just show it a little bit. It's okay. You know what I mean? It's coming back next month. That's another thing. Think about that. In
I'm just
initial
about to,
investment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but can't wait to start making the money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Take your time. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Just do it step by step. I guarantee you that anybody that has the drive, that continues to go ahead and push forward, has a wonderful opportunity to go ahead and just keep on growing with his business. And let's hope that it's here forever, right? All of our
Right.
lifetimes and maybe even our kids' lifetimes. All right.
Well, thank you, Julio. You are very good at your job. I'm so glad that you did this meeting.
I am literally just like you guys. Okay. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I love talking to you guys on a regular basis on the exchanges. All right. And then I might be doing something special on YouTube here pretty soon to benefit the all of the teams also. Okay. So with that, you guys take care. Thank you very much for stopping by. We'll see you again sometime. All right.
Okay, see you later.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Take care.